Comparison, Nature Journal number 4. The materials you will need are your journal, your pencil, a growth mindset, an outdoor area, or a window with a view of the outdoors. Here are the directions step by step. Today you will observe 2 similar species or objects, such as 2 types of flowers, trees, mushrooms, anything that looks interesting to you, and sketch them side by side, noticing the differences between them. Comparison is a tool you can use in your journals. Comparing 2 objects make their unique details stand out. Comparison is a scientific tool used to reveal patterns or collect data. You may use a T-chart, a Venn diagram, or another tool to help organize your observations. Step 1. Find 2 species or similar objects in nature to compare. I chose 2 plants. The leaf on the left is from a rosemary plant, and the leaf on the right is from a peppermint plant. You could choose 2 kinds of apple trees, gopher and mole mounds, 2 types of eggs, 2 types of seeds, 2 types of fruit, 2 types of insects, poison oak and blackberry, puddles in the sun versus petals in the shade, a plant grown inside versus one grown outside. The possibilities are endless. Step 2. Compare the 2 subjects using words, pictures, and numbers to show similarities and differences. Here is an example of my journal page. The image on the right shows a T-chart. The mint leaf drawing words and numbers is on the left, and the rosemary leaf drawing words and numbers is on the right. I've also circled questions that I had to make them pop out. You'll also notice I included the date and location at the top of my journal page. At the bottom, I included a Venn diagram. I used the Venn diagram to compare the 2 plants. In the center of a Venn diagram are the similarities, and on the outside of the circles are the differences. The similarities I noticed between a mint and rosemary plant are they were about the same size. They're both green, they both had a strong scent, and could be used to flavor food. The leaves also grew 2 by 2 up the stem. Now, the mint leaf had more of an oval shape and a jagged edge. It also had bright green on top and the bottom. And then I drew a picture of a cup of mint tea and mint chip ice cream. On the right are the differences of a rosemary plant. The leaf was more of a thin line, kind of curving at the tip, had a smooth edge, was dark green on the top of the leaf and silver on the bottom. Pay attention to all of the details that I've included in my journal. I've used numbers, words, questions, sketches, color to make the information pop and create as much accurate information as possible. Step 3, record any questions that come up and use the question mark to symbolize the question. Start with I wonder. If nothing comes to you, ask the following: who, what, when, where, why, and how. Give yourself time for these questions to come to you, and then just jot them down on your journal page. Now you are ready to try comparison. When you finish, take some time to reflect. What are some patterns you noticed? Why might those features be similar or different? What might have caused the patterns you observed? What were some of the differences you observed, and how were the structures different from one another?